Greens leader Adam Bant has told a journalist who asked him what Australia's wage price index was in response to a National Press Club address to Google it, mate. Greens leader Adam Bant has hit out at a journalist who quizzed him on the nation's wage price index after he delivered a speech to the National Press Club. Mr. Bant claimed during his address on Wednesday that Australia had record low wage growth, endemic wage theft and out-of-control insecure work. He also said during questions that the federal election was rapidly just descending into this abject fact-checking exercise between the two major parties. Mr. Bant's comments prompted a reporter to ask, "Talking of abject fact-checking exercises, you said in the speech that wages growth wasn't going particularly well. What's the current WPI?" The Greens leader responded, "Well, Google it, mate. Stream more election news live and on demand with Flash. 25+ news channels in one place. New to Flash? Try 1 month free. Offer ends the 31st of October 2022. If you want to know why people are turning off politics, it's because what happens when you have an election that increasingly becomes this basic fact-checking exercise between a government that deserves to be turfed out and an opposition that's got no vision," he said. Mr. Bant added he believed elections should be about a contest of ideas, politics should be about reaching for the stars and offering a better society. Instead there's these questions that are asked about, can you tell us this particular stat, or can you tell us that particular stat? And those questions are designed to show that politicians are somehow out of touch and not representatives of everyday people, he said. News flash, most of the people in Canberra are on 6-figure salaries just passing time until they go out and work for the coal and gas corporations and get a 6- or 7-figure lobbying job. The Australian Bureau of Statistics released data in February, which revealed the seasonally adjusted WPI increased 0.7% in the December 2021 quarter, with the annual growth rate sitting at 2.3%. The proportion of pay rises reported over the December quarter was higher than usually seen at this time of year, Michelle Marquardt, head of prices statistics at the ABS, said at the time. The implementation of the last phases of award updates and state-based public sector enterprise agreements, on top of a rising number of wage and salary reviews, drove wages up 0.7% over the quarter. Wage pressure continued to build over the December quarter for jobs with specific SS. Private sector wage growth occurred across a broad range of industries as businesses looked to retain experienced staff and attract new staff. Private sector wages rose 2.4% annually, maintaining the rate of growth recorded in September quarter 2021. Mr. Bant's comments come after opposition leader Anthony Albanese's blunder over the cash and unemployment rate on Monday. Mr. Albanese initially refused to recall the cash rate, which has sat at 0.10% since November 2020, before being hit with a question on the unemployment rate. The national unemployment rate at the moment is, "I think it's 5.4, sorry. I'm not sure what it is," he said. The Labor leader later conceded he made a mistake, correctly clarifying the cash rate and unemployment rate, which sits at 4%. Mr. Bant earlier described his address to the National Press Club as about our fight for the future. The choice at the next election is simple. You can vote climate or vote coal, he said. The climate crisis is chasing people from their homes. The enemy is emissions, caused by mining and burning coal and gas. Mr. Bant added the Greens were not just fighting the climate crisis. You might have seen in the news today that we'll fight to get dental into Medicare. For everyone. Last time we were in balance of power, we got it for kids. Now we'll finish the job, he said.